There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and heard around the world on the Voice of America, with major funding provided by Bailey and Glasser, welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around a simple song. Well, thank you so much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We are at our home in Charleston, but we are at the beautiful Clay Center because we have a very special show today. It's our show number 800, and every one of these shows that are numbered in the hundreds, we like to do something special. And I think we've done that. We have 4 guests that range from folks who have been with us before to ones we've never seen, and all kinds of talent. DiFranco is here, great singer and songwriter. Been coming to see us for many years. One of the most influential singer-songwriters of the last 20 years. Mr. Dave Mason, another huge talent, will be out here during our second hour. Yeah, he's been going for since the 1960s with Traffic. Also, one of our favorite young bands making their third appearance on the show, Dawes, will be out during this hour. But to start us off, the 8 guys that you see up here, they are from Brooklyn, New York, and they were kind of put together by the man, well, he doesn't have the drum in his hand yet, but he will in a moment, the dole drum, Sonny Jane, got the group together. They do a mixture of music. It's a hybrid of Bhangra rhythms from northern India and kind of funk, modern horn band of New Orleans. If that sounds unusual, you're going to hear how great it sounds right now. Their latest CD, the new one, is called Shruggy G. Please welcome, for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Red Baraat.
How y'all doing tonight? Great to be back. Charleston, West Virginia, Mountain Stage. We're Red Baraat from Brooklyn, New York. I'd like to continue with a song called Shruggy G. It's a title track to our latest CD. And I know it's a seated venue, but if anyone feels inspired to dance, we welcome that.
Shrug your shoulders and twist your wrists. Move your body and shake those shins. Just feel the rhythm bubble under your skin. Drip, drop the sweat, shruggy G, let's begin. Rah!
Say on Monday, take me on a trip back to old Bombay. Step onto my carpet, sipping Black Johnny. Listen to the band playing or Chuck It Day. Follow me, I'll be your lover, and you be my woman. I'll be your me, well you got to give it to me. I'ma ask you some questions like I would Bismarcky. I'll sit back, relax, skip and let the games begin. Why? What's your name and baby, where do you hide?
What?
What you drinking, do you like it, your floor?
What?
Can you cook and baby, can you clean? I do roll reverse, so girl, you know what I mean. Hey, I love it when you're doing what you're doing. Got me ooh, 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 why we goose. And Now we're close, so close, toe to toe, no joke. Putting clouds in the sky, boys, you smell that smoke? She's on
Fire!
Of course, she's on
Fire!
I'ma ride up on the black horse, she's on
Fire!
Of course, she's on
Fire!
I'ma ride up on the black horse. Tradition is missing when I be smitten with my Indian kitten. Other girlies, they bewitch her, now I was in the zoo. Shrug his shoulders and twist noses. We go, do, deen, chad.
Shrug your shoulders and twist your wrist. Move your body and shake those hips. Just feel the rhythm bubble under your skin. Twist, drop the sweat, shruggy G, let's begin.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
This song is called Azad Azad, which in Punjabi means freedom. Freedom to express yourself, have dialogue and tolerance and pluralism in the world. Y'all with me, Charleston? Azad Azad. Repeat after me. Azad Azad. 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 No borders, no walls, freedom sings through us all. No borders, no walls, freedom dances through us all. No borders, no walls, freedom rings through us all. No borders, no walls,
मेरा जूता है जापानी, पतलून हिंदुस्तानी, सिर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है इंकलाबी। जूता है जापानी, पतलून हिंदुस्तानी, सिर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है इंकलाबी। 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 अज़ाद अज़ाद। फिर भी दिल है इंकलाबी। अज़ाद अज़ाद। फिर भी दिल है इंकलाबी। अज़ाद अज़ाद। फिर भी दिल है इंकलाबी। अज़ाद अज़ाद।
That's Sonny Singh right over here in trumpet and vocals. Miwi La Lupa on bass, trumpet and vocals. Ernest Stewart on trombone. Jonathan Hafner on soprano saxophone. Rohan Kamani on percussion. John Altieri on sousaphone. Toma Fujiwara on drum set.
Sonny Jane on the goal.
Here's a song called Drums and Brass. This is our last song. It's called Burning Instinct. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're Red Baraat. Thank you, guys.
From Brooklyn, New York, Red Baraat. Oh, yeah. That new album is Shruggy G. Shruggy J.I. Yeah. Well, if you want to throw a 800th birthday party, that's a way to start it out, I would say. These guys that start any party the right way. Red Baraat. So look for them when they come your way, and look for Shruggy G, that new CD, which is really a nice one. They sing on there sometimes in English and a few times in Hindi, too. So they were here once before in Charleston, made a lot of fans because they played at the Wine and All That Jazz Festival during Festival Charleston, and a lot of folks became big followers of Red Baraat. Time to turn it over to Julie Adams and the Mountain Stage Band. Ron Soule is the leader of the band, back there in the acoustic guitar. Ryan Kennedy is one of our guitar players. Michael Lipton is the other lead guitar player. Bob Thompson's over on the piano. Ahmed Solomon is our drummer. Steve Hill is on the bass. And Julie has chosen a tune by a good friend of ours, the great Australian singer-songwriter Paul Kelly. It's called Dumb Things. Please say hello to Julie Adams.
Welcome strangers to the show. I'm the one who should be lying low. Saw the knives out, turned my back. Heard the train coming, I stayed out on the track. In the middle, in the middle, in the middle of a dream. I lost my shirt, I pawned my rings. I've done all the dumb things. Caught the fever, heard the tune. Thought I loved him, hung my heart on the moon. Started howling, made no sense. Thought my friends would rush to my defense. In the middle, in the middle, in the middle of a dream. I lost my shirt, I pawned my rings. I've done all the dumb things. And I get all your good advice. Doesn't stop me from going through these things twice. I see the knives out, I turn my back. Hear the train coming, I stay right on the track. In the middle, in the middle, in the middle of a dream. I lost my shirt, I pawned my rings. I've done all the dumb things. I melted wax to fix my wings. I've done all the dumb things. I threw my hat into the ring. I've done all the dumb things. I thought that I just had to sing. I've done all the dumb things. Dumb things. Dumb things.
Julie Adams, Mountain Stage Band, Paul Kelly song. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, handling complex trials and appeals for both plaintiffs and defendants. Offices in West Virginia, Alabama, Illinois, and D.C., and newest office in Boston. More information at baileyglasser.com. Additional support provided by Chesapeake Energy, drilling for natural gas and oil to secure America's energy future, and by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitor Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Don't forget, you can hear Mountain Stage performances online at NPR Music. The address there, npr.org/Mountain Stage. And if you have questions or suggestions for us, you can write us. Larry@mountainstage.org is the address. And of course, you can connect with us on Facebook, follow our Tumblr, and you can watch interviews with guests on our YouTube channel. Find all the links at our website, mountainstage.org. Well, next up is a band that's making their third appearance on the Mountain Stage. The very first time we heard them, which was only a few years ago, they came out of Los Angeles, and we were bowled over by the talent, the whole thing, the singing, the arranging, the guitar playing, and the song writing. They are made up of two brothers, Taylor and Griffin Goldsmith, along with Tay Strathern and Wiley Gelber. And their first two records were recorded out in their home in Los Angeles, but the latest one was recorded over in Asheville, and it's a great, great album, as the other two are. They took the title of it from a Joan Didion writing. It's called Stories Don't End. And we hope their story doesn't end for a long time. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Dawes.
I buckle in my seatbelt and plug my headset in a chair. And to the music I watch flight attendants move. They are pointing out the exit, but it looks more like a prayer or an ancient dance their bloodline reaches through. These plains are good for sifting through the warriors from the men. I get time to sit and watch them for a while. You could see everywhere they're going and everywhere they've been, and how they look out of the clouds each time they smile. But I think maybe he's in town for someone's birthday, or maybe he makes trouble everywhere. But as much as he resists the conversation between the rivers and the freeways, he knows it's always there. As the Northwest Passage sits somewhere below me as I sleep, I dream of captains and explorers eating boots. When I ask if I can join them and they offer one to me, I wake up as my home comes into view. So I reach out for my notebook to see what impressions could be spun, but it's just buildings and a million swimming pools. So I leaf back through the pages to see where I've come from, or for some crumbled map of what it's leading to. And I find that the hero in a song that I am writing doesn't know he's just an image of myself. But as much as he resists the conversation between the rivers and the freeways, somehow always asking them for help. Trees reach for the sky, or in the length of someone's hair. Soon you don't know where you are going. Any road will take you there. So maybe I'm in town for someone's birthday, or maybe I make trouble everywhere. But as much as I resist the conversation between the rivers and the freeways, I know it's always there. I know it's always there. I know it's always there. Thank you. The song's called Something in Common. All my mornings start with the alarm clock. Every dream gets stopped before the end. And with each bit I remember, the more the details run together, and I'm left with a message I don't comprehend. I've lost contact with the great beyond again. And as I stare over my breakfast and out into the street, I find that sorrow I've been chasing way too often. That the man that stands in front of you is not the sum of all his dreams, but I'm hoping they've got something in common. I'm hoping they've got something in common. The way that love attacks and then surrenders, the things I mean the most when I say her name. And if he ever speaks of me casually, I hope he does so carefully. 'Cause when you've loved somebody, everything's to blame. And I don't want her to ever feel ashamed. But all my best kept secrets are the ones I didn't know I had. So I couldn't even tell her if I wanted. That the way that she remembers me is not the way I really am. But I'm hoping they've got something in common. I'm hoping they've got something in common. I'm hoping they got something in common. So I feel like a man behind a camera who waits patiently for something he won't see. I need to stop giving suggestions and just illuminate the questions. That seems much more accurate to me. The frame as wide as it can be. 'Cause all the love and friends and happiness that ever came my way revealed themselves the moment I stopped watching. 'Cause it's not faith that comes from miracles, but miracles that come from faith. And I'm sure that they've got something in common. I know that they got something in common. I know that they got something in common. Grab your cigarettes
if I don't say these things, you know someone will. If that look in your eyes as I slowly go through the evidence gives any insight into the void you can't get filled, then your heart is bigger than any that I've come up against. And if nobody's loved you enough, I know now someone will. Set against the frozen sea inside of you. 'Cause if I don't tell you I'm falling in love, then someone will. Someone will, and maybe someday you'll be listening. But I could be just as you need me up guy you say you're looking for sounds like the kind of guy I wanna be. But if you just want someone to hold you right now, well then someone will. It's a night like this in the quieter parts of Los Angeles, when you think you see the outline of the beast up in the hills. You might be sitting beside the only person that you could face it with. But if you don't want me after tonight, someone will. I have to believe that someone will. Thanks. We have a couple more for you. With his back against the San Francisco traffic, on the bridge's side, faces towards the jail, setting out to join a demographic. He hoists his first leg up over the rail. Then a phone call's made and police cars show up quickly, and the sergeant slams his passenger door. He says, "Hey son, why don't you talk through this with me? Just tell me what you're doing it for." Oh, it's a little bit of everything. It's the mountain, it's the fog, it's the news at 6 o'clock, it's the death of my first dog, it's the angels up above me, it's the song that they don't sing. It's a little bit of everything. There's an older man who stands in a buffet line. He is smiling and he's holding out his plate. And the further that he looks back into his timeline, that hard road always led him to today. He's making up for when his bright future had left him. He's making up for the fact that his only son is gone, and letting everything out once his server asks him, "Excuse me, sir, have you figured out yet what it is you want?" I think I'll have a little bit of everything, the biscuits and the beans, whatever helps me to forget about these things that brought me to my knees. So pile on those mashed potatoes and give me an extra chicken wing, 'cause I'm having a little bit of everything. Girl is writing invitations for a wedding that she has scheduled in the fall. Her man walks in and says, "Baby, can I make just one quick observation? You don't seem to be having any fun at all." She says, "You just worry about your groomsmen and your shirt size, and rest assured that this is making me feel good. I think that love could be so much easier than you realize if you can give yourself to someone, then you should. 'Cause it's a little bit of everything. It's the way you joke, it's the way you ache. He's getting up way before you, so I could just sit there and watch you as you wait. So on that day in late September, it's not just some stupid little ring. I'll be getting a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everything. It's the matador and the bull. It's the suggested daily dosage. It's the red moon when it's full. All these psychics and these doctors, they're all right and they're all wrong. It's like trying to make out every word when they should simply hum along. It's not some message written in the dark or some truth that no one sees. It's just a little bit of everything. Thank you guys very much. Again, the name of our band is Dawes. This last song we're going to play is a song off our new record. The song's called Most People. If she listens very carefully to a room of conversation, she can feel the planet orbiting through space. She hears pieces of arguments, beginnings of jokes, and the odd lines of a song she cannot place. And it all makes up an image that resists interpretation, which is lately how she likes to see herself. How she does not believe in accidents, doesn't disagree out loud, and falls in love with every man she cannot help. 'Cause she thinks most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are. Most people don't know what it takes for me to get through the day. Most people don't talk enough about the love in their hearts. She doesn't know most people feel that same way. If she focuses her energies on just walking through the neighborhood, with depths and shallows nobody could sound, like January Christmas lights under billion-year-old stars, she comes up with more of what is lost than what is found. So by the time she explains to me just a glimpse of what she's understood, she betrays the meaning, putting it in words. So she smiles at me lovingly, says, just let me hold your hand. So far it's the only way I can let myself be heard. 'Cause she thinks most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are. Most people don't know what it takes for me to get through the day. Most people don't talk enough about the love in their hearts. She doesn't know most people feel that same way. I'm talking about how lucky they are. Most people don't know what it takes for me to get through the day. Most people don't talk enough about the love in their heart. She doesn't know most people feel that same way. Most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are. you know most people feel that same way. Thank you, everybody. It's a pleasure playing for you.
From Los Angeles, California, Dawes. Oh, yeah. Stories Don't End is the name of their new record. And each of their records, this is their third one, each of the records is great. Check it out. Each of them has, well, you heard a little bit of everything. That was on their second record. When My Time Comes on their first record, those two songs are as good as songs get. For the last 10 years, they're two of the best. Great to have them back and help us celebrate this 800th anniversary show. We also like to thank our friends here at the Clay Center for helping us co-produce this show. I'd like to say a special hello to you if you're listening right now over WEOS Geneva, New York, or WVNP up in Wheeling, West Virginia. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you'll be with us next time when our guests will be Ashley Monroe, Jesse Winchester, Bombadil, the John Jorgensen Bluegrass Band, and Scott Miller with Raina Gellert. You're listening to Mountain Stage Live Performance Radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Radio. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Well, thank you so much. Welcome to this special 800th edition of Mountain Stage from the Clay Center in Charleston, West Virginia. A little bit later, we're going to be hearing from Ani DiFranco and her friends. But we're going to open this hour with a man who has never been with us before, but of course he's been just about everywhere else. He was born over in England, and in his mid-teens, he hooked up with another musician named Jim Capaldi, and they had a couple of bands, and then they got together with some other folks, Chris Wood and Steve Winwood, to form one of the great rock and roll bands of all times, Traffic, which was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004. Then he set out on his own career with a record called Alone Together, a classic record, and over the years he's done just about everything, written some great songs. He's going to play some tunes I'm sure you'll recognize. What you might not know is he's played guitar on so many other albums with the Rolling Stones, Beggar's Banquet, and George Harrison, All Things Must Pass. And on Jimi Hendrix, Electric Ladyland. You're going to hear him play his own guitar and sing his own tunes right now. Welcome for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Mr. Dave Mason.
Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Have you changed your style? And do you think that we've grown up differently? Don't seem the same. Seems you've lost your feel for me. So let's leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, oh. I'm going back to a place that's far away. And how about you? Have you got a place to stay? Why should I care when I'm just trying to get along? We were friends, now it's the end of our love song. So let's leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. But there ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, oh. So let's leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, oh, oh. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice to be here, nice to be anywhere, actually, at this point. Here's a little something from an album called Alone Together. And this was also a #1 record for a band called Delaney and Bonnie. Only you know and I know all the love that we've got to show. So don't refuse to believe it by reading too many meanings. 'Cause you know that I mean what I say, so don't go and ever take me the wrong way. You know you can't go on getting your own way. If you do good, it's gonna get you someday. For you to be pleasing, oh no, no, not deceiving. But it's hard to believe it when you've been so mistreated. 'Cause you know that I mean what I say, so don't go and ever take me the wrong way. No, you can't go on getting your own way. If you do good, it's gonna get you someday.
You can dance if you want to, you know. Don't worry about it. You may never see some of these people again, ever. Doesn't matter. Let me do something new here. A little bluesy thing called Good to You. Thinking a lot about the women, the booze that I've been drinking, days that I've been spinning, but something is missing from my experience. I've been living life in a hotel, high rise and low rise, living in motels, but something is missing from my experience. I want to be good to you. I want to be good for you. I want to do all the things that you ask me to. I want to be good to you. That's all I want to do. Girl, I was meant for you. I've been living my life on a wire, but try and I try, I'll take you higher. But something is missing from my experience. I want to be good to you. I want to be good for you. I want to do all the things that you ask me to. I want to be good to you. That's all I want to do. Girl, I was meant for you. You say that you need a man that is stable. Maybe what you need is someone who's able to make you feel groovy. You got the movie suspense, yeah. Come on now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's step back here to a little something from the second Traffic album. A song called You Can All Join In. Here's a little song you can all join in with. It's very simple and I hope it's new. Make your own words up if you want to. In your words, it's what we'll do. Yeah. Yellow, blue, what'll I do? Maybe I'll just sit here thinking. Black, white, stop the fight. It's one of these colors ever bother you. Here's a little dance you can all join in with. It's very simple and I hope it's new. Make your own up if you want to. In the old steps that you think will do. Left, right, don't get uptight. Keep it in line and you'll be alright. Clap, hands, move around. Make sure no one puts you down. Here's a little dance you can all join in with. It's very simple and I hope it's new. Make your own steps up if you want to. And the old steps that you think will do, yeah. Left, right, don't get uptight. Keep it in line and you'll be alright. Clap, hands, move around. Make sure no one puts you down. It's a little song you can all join in with. It's very simple and I hope it's new. Make your own words up if you want to. In your words, it's what we'll do. Come on now. Hey! Thank you. I started a band as an original member of a band called Traffic, and we are all English boys. I was 18 years old when we started that band, and somewhere between 18 and 19 years old, I figured I'd better go work on some songwriting. So I took off for a couple of weeks and finished up going to a little island in Greece called Hydra. In fact, if anybody is thinking of buying an island in Greece, would be a good time to make an offer. Right about now. And I was there, like I said, a couple of weeks. I was trying to write the simplest thing I possibly could come up with, you know. Hey! James Brown had the corner on that market, so that was not going to happen. So I figured I'd have a two-chord song. Just 2 chords, that's all it is. C and F, C and F. Very easy to learn. He probably sang this song in the karaoke bar somewhere. And at this point, there's about 48 different cover versions of this song. And it just goes in a lot of commercials, a lot of movies. Flight was the last movie it was in. And you all know this song best done by a guy named Joe Cocker. But just so we're all clear on this, I wrote it, okay? Change of scene every night, have the strangest dream. Prison, by the way, might have been left here on my own, or so it seems. I got to leave before I start to scream. But someone locked the door and took the key. Feeling all right, not feeling too good myself. Feeling all right, not feeling too good myself. Boy, you sure took me for one big ride. Even now I sit and wonder why. When I think of you, start to cry. I just can't waste my time, I must keep trying. Stop believing in all your lies. It's too much to do, baby, before I die. Feeling alright, not feeling too good myself. Feeling alright, not feeling too good myself. Come on, Tony. Mr. Tony Patler on the keyboard there. Come on, Jason. Don't you get too lost in all I say. You know the time I really felt that way. That was then, now you know it's today, girl. I can't get set, I guess I'm here to stay. Someone comes along and takes my place. A different name and yes, a different face. Come on, baby, alright. Not feeling too good myself. Feeling all
Thank you. As the gentleman was saying, I have been fortunate enough to play with some great people. And one of them was still is, probably the most competent electric guitar player to this day is Jimi Hendrix. And I did get to play with him and got a couple of things finished up on an album called Electric Ladyland. One of them was singing on a track called Crosstown Traffic. And then the other song was Bob Dylan's song, where I played the acoustic guitar on his version of, Jimmy's version of All Along the Watchtower. So we're going to do that for you.
Jason Roller on guitar over here. Tony Patra on the keyboard. And Mr. Alvino Bennett on the drums. Thank you all so much. God bless.
Dave Mason. Mr. Dave Mason right there. You can find his music on his website, davemasonmusic.com. And look out, because early in the new year, in January, Dave is going to do something called Traffic Jam, where he's going to go out live and do highlights from the first 2 Traffic albums. So watch for that. He may be coming to your neighborhood, Dave Mason and Traffic Jam. And go to his website. You want to get some of his music right now, davemasonmusic.com. So, who's going to follow that? Only one man can follow that, and he's over there right now behind the piano. This man has been in Charleston for 5 decades, become one of the best loved and best known musicians in the Mountain State. But he's going to take a look way back now to his old hometown in Queens, New York. Mr. Bob Thompson playing New York State of Mind. Say hello to Bob Thompson. Bob Thompson, find his music at colortones.com. New York State of Mind. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, handling complex trials and appeals for both plaintiffs and defendants. Offices in West Virginia, Alabama, Illinois, and D.C., and newest office in Boston. More information at baileyglasser.com. Additional support provided by Chesapeake Energy, drilling for natural gas and oil to secure America's energy future, and by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitor Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. We'd love to have you in the audience at Mountain Stage, whether we're here at home in Charleston or whether we're on the road. You can find out where we're going to be, and you can get tickets at our website, mountainstage.org. And if you missed part of the show, or you want to hear something again and again and again, or heaven forbid your public radio station doesn't carry Mountain Stage, you can go to our website, visit the archive section, or subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. These podcasts almost always contain songs that we don't have time to fit on the radio, so you might get something extra from your favorite artist. Mountainstage.org. We're going to end this special 800th edition of Mountain Stage with a woman who first came to the Mountain Stage in 1993. I remember getting the CD thinking, wow, what an original sound, what a talented person. Hadn't heard of her then, but we put her on the show, and certainly all of that proved true and a whole lot more. I can't think of many artists, singer-songwriters who have influenced more people over the last 2 decades or so. And she's not only a great singer and songwriter, but she's also an activist who has put her money where her mouth is. A lot of people want to save the world, but they don't care about their own community. She's worked in her own native Buffalo, New York, to rejuvenate and help folks out there, and then for the last 10 years lived down in New Orleans and helped out after Katrina and after the oil spill down there in really material ways. She's collaborated with an incredible variety of people, from Pete Seeger to Prince, and her latest CD is another great one. It's called Which Side Are You On her own label, of course. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, DiFranco.
Porch and smoke a J and remember how peaceful life can be. All night long are a bunch of pushers selling drugs right there on my TV. Drugs that with a run out I buy are gonna end up in my water supply, along with who knows what else, who knows when. Just gotta take a deep breath and drink it in. And round here, if there's one thing people know, it's that government ain't there for you, it's all for show. And I'm trying to tell them it don't have to be so, but I can understand that their confidence is low. 'Cause round here, people so high they can't see over the tops of the tall pine trees, down to the mouth of the Mississippi. Oh, blood ignited in a blighted sky, blood on the water like we all could die, blood in the reeds glistening in the sun, blood on our hands, each and every one. Here in the calm before the wars, when the earth shrugs us off like dinosaurs. Here in the sunset days of yore, the first signs washing ashore. And goddess, come and lift us here in deepest Louisiana, in the gut where hunches come from. A message goes out loud as they care. And you'd have thought we'd have come more far somehow since the changing of the guard and all. I mean, dude could be FDR right now, and instead he's just shifting his weight. And the disappointment is the knockout blow, filmed in torturous slow-mo. Oh, oh, please come where I can see. Don't let the poison get the best of me. And goddess, come and lift us here in deepest Louisiana, in the gut where hunches come from. A message goes out loud as he can. Yeah, truth is foretelling, truth is foretold, truth is for those with the guts to behold. We got vampires down here in Louisiana. We need voodoo dolls, we need talisman, we need wooden stakes and shards of light. We need harbingers riding through the night. We need fountain pens, we need whale harpoons to overthrow the oil tycoons. 'Cause there's no fish in the water, no birds in the sky, no life in the soil, no end to the light. No time like the present, and it's passing us by. But it's never too late, no, never too late to try. 'Cause if we all had to change, we all just would. And we would move closer, and that would be good. And we would buy local, and we would buy less. And we'd realize that wasn't our happiness. No, 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 that wasn't. And goddess, come and lift us here in deepest Louisiana. Oh, goddess, come and lift us here in deepest Louisiana. Oh, goddess, come and lift us here in deepest Louisiana, in the gut where hunches come from. A message goes out loud as he can. Oh, thank you. Thank you, good people. It's always good to start a set of folk music with a good old-fashioned rant. My friend Utah Phillips would be proud. Utah, that's for you. Yeah. All right, moving on. Let's see, what do we got? Here's a somewhat more personal ditty. study at stones, trying to learn to be less alive, using all of my will to keep very still, still even on the inside. I've cut all of the pertinent wires, so my eyes can't make that connection. I am holding my breath, I am feigning my death when I'm looking in your direction. Of course, numb is an old hat. Oh, that's my oldest memories. See, that one's my mother and that one's my father, and that one in the hat, that's me. It's a skill I hope to abandon when I got out on the open road. But any more pent-up emotion and I think I'm gonna explode. There's never been an endeavor so strange as trying to slow the blood in my veins, to keep my face blank as a stone that just sank until not a ripple remains. I am high above the tree line, sitting cross-legged on the ground. When all the forbidden fruit has fallen and rotted, well, that's when I'm gonna come down. Of course, numb is an old hat. Oh, that's my oldest memories. See, that one's my mother and that one's my father, and that one in the hat, that's me. It's a skill I hope to abandon when I got out on the open road. But any more pent-up emotion, I think I'm gonna explode. Thank you. All right, well, here's one from the last record. I think of this song as a bit of an antidote to the last song, and most of the songs I've written up till now. All right. Promiscuity is nothing more than traveling. There's more than one way to see the world. And some of us like to stick close to home, and some of us are Columbus, what can I say? Yes, nature always gets her way. Nature always gets her way. And seeing the world through another's eyes is like busting a window in the house of lies, and in the end you make up your own mind. And there's wide open spaces and little cordoned off places. Check them out, check them all out, take your time. How far is too far? How much is enough? You gotta test this stuff. I mean, how you gonna know what you need, what you like, till you've been around the block a few times on that bike? I mean, how you gonna know who you are, what you feel, till you felt a few things that just don't feel real. Promiscuity is research and development. Evolution begs embellishment, and baby, you're a star. And you got to invisibilize society when society gets cruel. Just make like you are nature's tool, which you are. Yes, nature always gets her way. Nature always gets her way. And monogamy is that carnival trophy you earn when you throw that ball into that urn. It's somewhat dumb luck, somewhat learned, and you just know when it's your turn. And honesty is the hardest part. Yeah, honesty is the highest art. And honestly, I myself just started. In Eureka, I'm less broken-hearted. I mean, how you gonna know what you need, what you like, till you've been around the block a few times on that bike? I mean, how you gonna know who you are, what you feel, till you felt a few things that just don't feel real? Thank you, good people. So, as you may have guessed, I'm somebody who favors reproductive freedom for women. And, woo-hoo, yes. And I met a really lovely midwife today that works in your fair city, Charleston. And she was telling me about how under fire midwifery is these days, and especially home birth. And for those of you that are like me and think that women should have choices about, where and how to give birth, for instance, support your local midwives. Support your local women who choose to give birth at home. And yeah, thanks. This has been your public service announcement. Absolutely nothing to do with the song that's about to start. Or is there? Squint your eyes and look closer. I'm not between you and your ambition. I am a poster girl with no poster. I am 32 flavors and then some, and I'm beyond your peripheral vision. So you might want to turn your head, 'cause someday you might find you are hungry, eating most of the words that you say. Hey, hey, oh, hey, hey, and God help you if you're an ugly girl. Of course, too pretty is also your doom, 'cause everyone harbors a secret hatred for the prettiest girl in the room. And God help you if you're a phoenix and you dare to rise up from the ash. 1,000 eyes will smolder with jealousy while you're just flying past. And I never tried to give my life meaning by demeaning you. And I would like to state for the record, I did everything that I could do. I'm not saying that I am a saint, I just don't want to live that way. No, I will never be a saint, but I will always say, squint your eyes and look closer. I'm not between you and your ambition. I am a poster girl with no poster. I am 32 flavors and then some, and I'm beyond your peripheral vision, so you might want to turn your head, 'cause someday you might find you are starving, eating all of the words that you said. Oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, hey. Thanks a lot. Well, it's nice to be back here. Indeed, I think I was on this show 20 years ago, first time. 800 shows. Can you believe these crazy people have done 800 shows? Let's give it up. Give it up for the Mountain Stage crew. Standing the test of time, people. Yeah, and it's pretty cool to see people that I remember from 20 years ago. The world gets smaller and smaller every day. I love that about this world. All right, well, here's one that goes back a few years. So that's how you found me, rain falling around me, looking down at a worm with a long way to go, and the traffic was hissing by, and I was homesick and I was high, and I was surrounded by a language in which I could say only hello and thank you very much, but you spoke so I could understand, and I drew a treasure map on your hand, and you were no picnic, you were no prize, but you had just enough pathos to keep me hypnotized, hypnotized, hypnotized. We were hypnotized, hypnotized. And the map led to an island in a sea of store-bought dreams, where soulless singers sang over beats built by machines. Yes, and lovely girls were hovering above my head like gulls, with their long, slender necks and their delicate skulls. And I was no picnic, I was no prize, but I had just enough sweetness to keep you hypnotized, hypnotized. We were hypnotized, hypnotized. So that's how you found me, rain falling around me, looking down at a worm with a long way to go. Wow, they say we have time for two more. Let's see. So I have a little 5-month-old baby boy that's out somewhere in the parking lot, hopefully with an adult right now. But it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, this making babies stuff, because
you have to confront a lot of things other than a baby when there's a baby in your life, like the mirror, you know. I gave birth to a baby who believes sleep is the enemy with all of his heart. And it's funny, I'm looking at this little baby going, just relax, just sleep, as though I knew what that was myself, which I don't. But anyway, maybe he'll teach me. All right, so what are we gonna do for two more? Well, we'll start here. I'm walking out in the rain, and I am listening to the low moan of the dial tone again, and I am getting nowhere with you, and I can't let it go, and I can't get through. Yeah. And the old woman behind the pink curtains and the closed door on the first floor, she's listening through the air shaft to see how long our swan song can last. In both hands, now use both hands. Oh no, don't close your eyes. I am writing graffiti on your body. I am drawing the story of how hard we try. How hard we try. And I am watching your chest rise and fall like the tides of my life, and the rest of it all. And your bones have been my bed frame, and your flesh has been my pillow. I've been waiting for sleep to offer up the deep with both hands. With both hands, yeah. But in each other's shadow we grew less and less tall, and eventually our theories couldn't explain it all. I'm recording our history now on the bedroom wall, and when we leave the landlord will come and paint over it all. And I'm walking out in the rain, I am listening to the low moan of the dial tone again, and I am getting nowhere with you, and I can't let it go, and I can't get through. And both hands, now use both hands. Oh no, don't close your eyes. I am writing graffiti on your body. I am drawing the story of how hard we try. How hard we try. How hard we try. All right, well, thank you so much for listening to us here in this room, in this moment, and out in Radio Land, wherever you are. Keep your eye on the road. I guess we'll play you one more. Speaking of mommies and babies, this is a song that I wrote for my mom, actually. Thanks again to Mountain Stage for having me back. I do it for the joy it brings, because I'm a joyful girl.
because the world owes me nothing, and we owe each other the world. And I do it because it's the least I can do. I do it because I learned it from you, and I do it just because I want to. Yeah. I want to. And everything I do is judged, and mostly they get it wrong. But oh well, 'cause the bathroom mirror has not budged, and the woman who lives there can't tell the truth from the stuff that they say. She looks me in the eye and says, would you prefer the easy way? No, well, okay, then don't cry. And I wonder if everything I do, instead of getting out of myself and into you, getting out of the worries in my head. I know there's no grand plan here. This is just the way it goes. And when everything else seems unclear, I guess at least I know I do it for the joy it brings. 'Cause I'm a joyful girl, because the world owes me nothing, and we owe each other the world. And I do it 'cause it's the least I can do. I do it because I learned it from you, and I do it just because I love to, yeah, I love to. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce on the drums Mr. Terrence Higgins right there. Yeah. And on the bass, that's Mr. Todd Sycophus.
Thank you very much.
Ani DiFranco, which side are you on Righteous Babe is her latest. Our thanks to Ani DiFranco coming back and being with us on this 800th celebration show on the Mountain Stage. And our thanks to Mr. Dave Mason and to Red Baraat and to Dawes. Our thanks to the folks here at the Clay Center who have partnered with us for this special show. And our thanks to you folks who've come out to be with us in person. And of course, special thanks to you listening there on the radio, because without you, there would be no Mountain Stage. And that's been true for all 800 shows. We could never have kept the show going if people weren't listening on the radio. So thank you so much. We hope you'll be there again next week for a brand new show. We'll be up in Morgantown with Ashley Monroe, Jesse Winchester, Bombadil, the John Jorgensen Bluegrass Band, and Scott Miller with Raina Gellert. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producer is Jeff Shirley. Assistant producer is Vasalia Skouras. Production manager is Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. Production assistants from Michael Lipton, Ryan Fletcher, Joey Ansel, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, and Woogie. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Michael Lipton, Adam Harris, Josh Saul, and Music and Motion Promotion. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are, just as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage Live Performance Radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. I mentioned that Ani DiFranco has sang with Pete Seeger before. We're going to end up with a song written by Pete Seeger and Lee Hayes, a very, very famous song, but we're going to do a little different version of it, the Ruthie Foster version of it. I bet you know the song. You may not have heard it this way. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ani DiFranco here.
If I had a bell, I would ring it in the morning, I would ring it in the evening, all over this land. I would ring out warning, I would ring out justice, I would ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
Brian Kennedy here. Bob Thompson on the piano. Julie Adams is going to sing it here. Here she is, Julie Adams.
I had a song, sing it in the morning. I'd sing it in the evening and all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land.
Michael Lipton on the guitar. How about Taylor Goldsmith? Let's see a little Red Baraat trumpet here. How about a little saxophone?
Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser. Mountain Stage is a production of West Virginia Public Radio. This is NPR.